Greetings, beautiful friends. Happy Monday to you. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in and our Mastering Your Mindset session. So with these sessions, we kind of bring our energy here, land in this moment, looking at, this is actually the last full week, well, it's the last week of February. How's this month been for you? The month of love. That's why I like to think of February as the month of love. May that feel like it's really filling your heart, aligning your heart. Talking about aligning, before we get into pulling cards, I use 4 different decks of cards for these sessions. But before we do that, I like to just feel into what's happening with the phases of the moon, because this is a really beautiful way of helping us tap into our inner wisdom, to actually really feel into the fact that we are all spiritual beings having this physical experience. And that's the idea of mastering your mindset, is to really feel into what are the things for you to take care of and choose and do and act upon, and what is it that you need to just let go. That's the first deck of cards I use as my letting go guidance system. But this is a very powerful week in that it is the new moon in the sign of Pisces, which will be with us on the 27th. And Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac wheel, if you like. And so this is the Pisces is it's like, it's known as the mystic. So with it being a new moon is all about letting go and surrendering and trust. So planting seeds. But if you think about it being in the sign of Pisces, this is kind of like the veil or the boundary between the conscious and the unconscious is thinner. And so it's very, very important for you to really find your rhythm, your pace, your best way to listen to your heart, to listen to your inner guidance, the whisper. You know, we are all intuitive. We all are. It's not some people are and some people aren't. We are all intuitive. However, it's very important to understand that our intuition doesn't keep repeating itself. So if you're wanting some insight or should I go this way or should I go that way, your intuition answers you, but it doesn't keep repeating. Not the same answer, right? So if let's say you ask you're clear on how you receive your intuition. Maybe it's a gut feeling, maybe it's you just know, maybe it's a thought or a word or a concept in your mind. But then let's say you ask your intuition, should I do this or should I do that? Is this the aligned intention for me? And you get the message, but then you ask again. You're likely to get a different answer, because that's why it's so important to really trust and trust and maybe strengthen your connection with your intuitive wisdom. I trust that makes sense. If anything that I say in these sessions trigger you, confuse you, you need a wee bit more guidance, just let me know. Put it in the comments below or message me directly. This is a very important one, because new moon phases is not about doing a lot. It's much more about being and surrendering to the force, the power that is you, but also start to plant seeds on what you want to carry forward. What do you want to be when you grow up, kind of thing. And start really planting those seeds. As the cycles of the moon matures going towards the full moon, that's when we start to get into action steps. So this is about also trusting that if you are trying to resolve something, trying to get clarity, this is a time to understand that the answers you're looking for are looking for you. And so this is a really important time to just surrender, let go. Now, the other piece that I just thought of too, with the Pisces being a water sign, you may find yourself a wee bit discombobulated emotionally. Our emotions are often our guidance system, so it's about just really paying attention to them, honoring them, feeling them, breathing through them, maybe even asking your emotions, what are you here to teach me? What is this feeling alerting me to, guiding me towards, guiding me away from? So really just following that. The other part too with this is you may find you get quite prophetic or profound dreams. This is a time to maybe think about using a dream journal if you don't already, and just really feel into how do you feel about life, about you as you wake up. That's actually sometimes a very powerful way to get clear on what is it that your guides or your subconscious is trying to help you resolve or get clear on. If you do recall your dreams, that's great. You can start journaling them, because sometimes it comes over a few nights that you start getting the clarity or the guidance that you're looking for. But if you don't recall your dreams, just feeling in, taking a deep breath, putting your hand over your heart and just feel, how do you feel? And it's the emotional guidance that can sometimes help you. Maybe you do get a felt sense or recall those dreams, but maybe it's just that you get the messages. I trust that makes sense. Okay, starting to pull cards. So as we navigate through all of these shifts and changes, you know that I like to start off with what can we focus on letting go? This is a very powerful time to do that as well, right? So it's about surrender. New moons are about surrender. It's about allowing to sit in the darkness, knowing that all is well. All is well. Don't get into over chatting and in your mind or over analyzing. Not time for lots of thinkings or ifs, ands, or buts. So let's just take a nice deep breath. What can we focus on? This is a big one. So focus on letting go of fear. Remember that fear can stand for false evidence appearing real. And so, as we sit in the darkness of the new moon, sometimes ideas or fears can surface. So this is what I'm saying. Feel the feeling, breathe into it, and do something tactile, like put your hand over your heart or rub your fingers together. If fear starts to come up, see if you can breathe through it. See if there's something that's not serving you anymore, that's time to let it go. So letting go of fear, knowing that you actually are in the right place at the right time. We all are. And just breathe into that. Okay, next deck of cards we use is the tarot. And I'll pull one tarot card to see, helping us to really get in touch with this. Oh, this is a good one too. So what's come up for us here is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, I said to you that when we're looking for answers, the answers look for us. The Four of Cups is a reminder that says, as soon as you ask a question, it's answered. But sometimes we can get impatient. Sometimes we can get too much in our thinking to think that the answer has to look or sound a certain way. So there's a sense of surrender there that is kind of a reminder to maybe get out of your preconceived ideas or your fears or your ideas that things have to evolve and transpire in a specific way. Because sometimes, you know what that reminds me of? That saying, you might have heard this before, we make plans and God laughs, or the universe, right? So the thing is that our thinking processes is limited. We can't be the big auspicious creator beings unless we surrender to your higher self, to your heart energy. So really be mindful of not getting caught up in the propensity to overthink or to get too analytical. Like I said, this is not a doing time. This is a being time. So take a nice deep breath with that one. And now we're looking at the Intuitive Whispers Oracle. This is very powerful messages here because of this new moon in Pisces. So let's see what kind of intuitive whispers can we start really honoring or acknowledging or feeling into. Trusting your emotions. Oh, that's funny. This is funny. One of them is quite funny. The decks of cards have sense of humor. The first one is your mind, your body, your soul. That's a really beautiful one. That's your trinity. So really looking at when you contemplate setting intentions, make sure that you're looking after all your pillars of you. I talk about the PEMS pillars, right? So it's your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. When we talk about sacred self-care, or, creating intentions or moving towards your big auspicious dreams and goals, it's so important to have sacred self-care for each one of those pillars. So are there intentions that you need to make sure? Are you looking after all of those pillars? This one is, let this be your sign. Let this be your sign that it's time to holistically look after all aspects of you. We are all here collectively to be of service, to be of contribution to the collective. Are you showing up authentically with your gifts, with your talents, with your life mission? And maybe let this be your sign to step up and feel into your emotions. That's the one that I was chuckling about, that it came out, that feel into your emotions. That's Pisces new moon. Feel into your emotions. Feel into your dreams. Feel into your inner mystic. It all is for you, by you, to create your highest potential. That's what this. So now you can really feel into why I said this week's a very powerful week. Take another nice deep breath. I'm just about to send you off into this week ahead. Like I said, if you have if this triggered anything for you, or you need some more support or guidance, just let me know. You can put it in the comments below or message me directly. But the last deck of cards we use for these sessions is my Liberate Your Inner Truth Oracle. So like I say, nice deep breath. Let's see what seals this week's session from these cards. Liberating our inner truth. So we're all doing. Oh, beautiful. It's I am abundant. You are abundant. We are all abundant. So let me read this out to you. True abundance happens when I love and value myself as much as I love and value those who are dear to me. I am in flow with the abundance that is always available to me. That's actually a really beautiful mindset piece to help you surrender into this energy of the new moon, because it's not about, oh my gosh, I have to rush out and get these things done in order to attract my abundance. It's here. Celebrate that. Have some, maybe even up-level your gratitude practices to say, I have everything right here, right now. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. I will be back again with you next week. Much love to you, and thanks for watching.